Hey, shalom. So, y'all know that just a couple of days ago, I was in an automobile boo boo thing, a fender bender. And one of the things that made me really upset that day, so that I wasn't concentrating the way I ought to have been, was a bill that I had gotten from a medical billing agency. And the reason it upset me is because the way our medical insurance works, we don't see the bills. They don't send bills to us personally from the hospital, they get sent to the insurer. And so I was pretty upset about that. And so I called up my insurance. Give me 2 seconds. I want to throw some feed for these guys who are going into that pond. Here, let me walk you over there because it's kind of cool. This is a cute little pond that got formed by accident, and we developed it a bit, and the ducks are actually helping to finish it off to keep it from losing as much water. Come on, duck. Come on, duck. Come on, duck. Here, duck. Come on, duck. Usually that brings them running. Okay. So I call my insurance company. It was, that usual rigmarole where you've got to tell them this and push this and everything. And when I finally got the person, I said, hey, this is what's going on. And she said, well, let me look it up. Oh, yes, they billed us. We sent them a payment. The payment came back undeliverable. I said, okay, well, why don't you just contact them and sort it out? And she goes, oh, no, no. No, we never call anybody. No, they have to send this stuff to us. And she said, you call them. I'll give you the correct address because it looks like they sent it to the wrong location of ours because they have more than one location. I said, me call them. You want me to call these people back and tell them your address? And she's like, yes. So I thought, this is silly. I'm not going to argue with her because she's just the person answering the phone. She's not the one making the decisions. And this is your typical bureaucracy. The bureaucracy sets a policy, which means it's not a legally binding whatever. It's like they're saying, if you come to my house, my rules are you have to wash your hands every time you go to the restroom, that kind of thing. So I said, all right, I'll bite. I'll do this thing. So I call this other company. It's EMBCC. And I get a person. She's friendly, but she's older, like me. And so she doesn't, she's not quite, she knew her computer and stuff, but her computer was acting up and she didn't quite know how to handle it. And so we went through several iterations of, well, hang on, I've got to wait for my computer to think and it's sending me back here and I've got to go back and please repeat your information. And I realized somewhere in that conversation that address may have made a difference, maybe with how her computer was handling things and certainly about the billing mishap. So I asked her, what address are you mailing these things to? And she said, the wrong address. And I said, well, let me give you the right one. My company gave me the right address and I'm supposed to give it to you. And, that took, well, let me go back to the place and entering it in. And 50 minutes later, finally, she was able to enter the correct information and send it off. And I said, if you guys rebill, then my insurance should pay you. And I said there was also another bill for another amount because there were two. And you might want to correct the information on that. And she said, oh, no, without the number of the actual bill, I can't find it in our system. I don't know where it is. And I couldn't find it myself because I had actually written notes on it and I was reading the notes and not realizing that the bill was inside. So after I found it, I thought, fine, they'll probably reissue that bill in a month. There they go. And I'll deal with it then. You know what I'm saying? But when I told her, hey, why don't you just call my insurance company? You're trying to get money from them. This will make your billing go faster. Why don't you call them? She goes, oh, no, no. No, we don't call anybody. No, your people have to call our people in order for them to make this happen. And I thought, this is stupid. You have two bureaucracies using me as the middleman, and I really should not be involved in any of that. And it took 50 minutes of my time. And so after she was finished, I called my original medical insurance company back and I said, hey, this is what just happened to me. I said, I spent 50 minutes on the phone with this contractor who's trying to bill you, and you wouldn't talk to them and they won't talk to you, and I'm the middleman, and I spent 50 minutes ironing this out. I said they don't seem to understand how to deal with you people and get the correct information from about what you want, right? And you don't seem to be able to talk to them and tell them the information that they're supposed to be getting from you and how to work your system. And I said, I should not be in the middle explaining this. I don't know how to do that, first off. And second off, that's not why you get paid to do this stuff, right? You're getting paid to handle this. So I'm mad. Like, I should bill both of you. I've got a pretty good hourly rate when I do firearms instruction and stuff. I said I should bill you both and form my own company to be able to liaise between you and them, because it's not calling each other. This is dumb. I said, please forward this to your suggestion box or your boss or something and tell them I'm not happy and y'all need to fix this. And she said, oh, I'm so sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry for that. And I also mentioned that this issue was part of the reason I had my fender bender. And she goes, I'm so sorry that happened to you. I'm like, being sorry doesn't help me. What helps me is your agencies doing their job efficiently for the money they're being paid. And if you're not going to, then why are you getting paid? That's the way I look at it. So that's why I'm frustrated, folks. I shouldn't have to do that. And by golly, if they don't get it ironed out, I may form my own company to just liaison between the two of them, because it's ridiculous. And if you've had any problems with your medical insurance, talking to the people billing you or the hospital you went to get seen at, please put it in the comments below. I'd like to hear about your experiences too. And I'm sorry if the video's a little wobbly. I do have this selfie stick propped up on a rock, but I have to hold it so it doesn't fall. So if it's a little wobbly, please forgive me. All right, y'all. I got to get back to it. You know how it is. Always doing stuff. And shout out to Grindstone Ministries out there in the Kentucky Mayfield area. You guys keep up the good work. God bless y'all. Shalom.